we're here on the growing edge, and if you don't get what that means, it means that we're each of us on the very green, growing, baby edge of our own becoming. We are evolutionary beings. We're never the same. You're not the same person that you were yesterday, right? You're not the same person that you were 10 years ago, because there's been a consistency of your growth, of your development. You're always learning more. You're always experiencing more. You're always becoming more. And if you're tuning in today, you probably have the desire to serve humanity. You've probably had an awakening to the degree that you realize that this world is suffering. They're suffering from the illusion of separation. They're suffering from the illusion of me and you and us and them, this dislocation. And if you're here watching this, you probably have a deep yearning to bridge that gap, to be part of the way showers, the trailblazers, to bring more peace and love and harmony into the world. I've turned on the news a couple of times, or not really, but read articles, and I see the awful conflict that is going on around the world. And so I'd like to do a little centering meditation. But before we do that, I'd like to take a moment of silence for all those that are in war zones, all those that are being terrorized, all those that are suffering in any way, whether in person or you have a loved one that is being tortured, tormented. Let's just take a big pause for a moment and enter into our heart space. And create a healing space for peace. Sending out waves of light. Sending out waves of compassion to all those that are so confused that they feel that they have to control others, harm others. And let's lift up humanity to a higher rung on the ladder of awakening. And let us know that true healing, healing the gap, healing the notion of separation, the illusion of separation. And just for a moment, let's see in our mind's eye our beautiful Earth planet, beautiful green and blue water garden planet coming together as one. Omniscience, omnipotence, omnipresence. There is only one. One power, one divine intelligence, one creative energy. One, one, one. And just see people waking up, having a call to conscience, waking up to bring peace, to bring healing, to bring tolerance and acceptance, to experience liberation. Breathe and settle and ground yourself in this moment, opening the heart, ready to receive, closing the door to the past and the future, that which is yet to come and that which is over, and grounding yourself in this moment, this one sweet, divine, creative, beautiful moment. The now. This is our point. of creation. Let's create a beautiful now moment by being fully present to the presence of the divine within each of us. Take a breath, relax. Namaste. The divinity in me honors and bows to the divinity in you. Hi, I'm Ali Benjamin, and I'm here with Growing Edge Live, and our vision and our mission is to heal hearts, transform lives, and to inspire conscious evolution. We do this every Sunday. We do it online. We do it in person. We have prayer practitioners that are here for you if you're struggling or if you're going for some amazing, wonderful dream. Let us support you in consciousness. We have incredible results from doing intentional spiritual work. So bless you wherever you are, and thank you for being here. So I have a couple of announcements, super exciting. Next weekend, I am going to be live at the Big Sky Retreat. I'm a member of the board of the Big Sky Retreat. It's one of the longest going, probably the longest going, New Thought or metaphysical retreats. It's been going for 46 years, and I'd love it if you joined us in Big Sky, Montana. It's not too late. If not, you can jump online at the Big Sky Retreat Facebook page and catch some of the live posts that we'll be broadcasting. Also, I will be live speaking as the special guest at the Salt Lake Center for Spiritual Living at 10:30 a.m. on the 12th of September. So I'd love it if you join us in person. The Satya Ogden group will be going, and our friends in Salt Lake are welcoming us there. So please stop in, join us for some incredible music, some incredible spiritual consciousness, and a beautiful community. So I'd love today to talk about my most recent downloads and ideas about untapped potential. Untapped potential. I looked up in the dictionary what potential really means, and it says having the capacity to become or develop into something in the future, latent qualities or abilities that may be developed and lead to a future success or usefulness. So, you, me, we, as human beings that are never static, we're never stuck, we're always growing, we're always evolving. We have untapped potential. This is really what the awakening journey is all about. It's realizing our true spiritual potential. And so what hidden abilities do you have? What is it that you have held yourself back from really becoming, from really being? Who is inside of you, that true self, that deep, spiritual, awake self? Who is that? And how can he or she come out more fully through the vehicle of your life, through the vehicle of your body, through the vehicle of your mind? There's something more that wants to happen, and it wants to happen through you. We're like these beautiful physical beings with this amazing mind, and we are little centers for the divine energy to come through, for creativity to come through, for love to come through, for joy to come through. So why is it that we don't let our full light shine? Why is it that we don't let our full happiness or our full wisdom or our full creativity come out into time and space to support each other, to bring about a more joyful, loving, wonderful life? Why is it that we don't do that? I'm going to look at that today. I'm going to go through some of the things that keep us stuck in patterns of discontent, of worry, anxiety, confusion. It's once you see this, I need to be careful here because I've been experiencing some turmoil myself. So it's not like you hear this for the first time and you're wide awake. It takes some time. It takes some life experience. It takes some repetition of some patterns, struggles, things that relationships, dysfunction. It takes some time to go through some things before we really get to the point where we say, okay, enough's enough. I don't want to do that anymore. I don't want to keep experiencing that level of struggle. So when we get to that point, some call it in the 12-step program, they call it hitting rock bottom. And sometimes rock bottom may not really be the rock bottom. So we experience struggle. We experience these things that really bring us to our next growing edge. They bring us to having breakthroughs. It's typically through a struggle or a challenge that we grow, that we become what we need to become. Many of you follow me on Instagram, on Alison Benjamin Artist, where I've got a whole new series of paintings. It's hashtag Her Wings Appeared. And I'm painting my goddesses with wings now. And the wings symbolize the growth, the freedom. So we come to our growing edge. And it's when we have breakthroughs through these crises, through these struggles, through these challenges, that our spiritual wings appear, that we are forced to fly. We come to the edge of our discontent. We come to the edge of our comfort zone. And then our spiritual wings appear. And that means that we somehow, through the grace of spirit, those wings appear, or we're given, or we tap into our potential, who we truly are. And that's what the wings signify. Our potential, our ability to rise above, our God-given qualities, our divine qualities that are within every single being. These divine qualities can be tuned into, tapped into, and utilized. Why? For a life of beauty and love and joy and meaning. So if you've been down in the dumps, if you've been struggling with stinking thinking, if you've been struggling with a disease or dis-ease in general, the good news is that you can consciously grow your wings. You can just think about them, feel them in your shoulder blades right now. Of course, I'm not talking about actual wings. I'm talking metaphorically. Just imagine your wings starting to sprout, meaning your God-given abilities, your ability to experience peace, to experience joy, to experience true, authentic power, to experience a love like you've never experienced, a love that naturally blossoms into compassion for all living beings. Our wings appear, and with that comes a complete trust and impeccability in what we talk about, what we say, what we believe, what we take in, what we hear from others, our ability to be creative. Our wings appear and we have access, constant access to our intuition, to that deep sense of knowing, not knowing with the linear mind, but just having a deep realization of the God presence, of the omniscience, omnipotence, omnipresence that we are. This is what it means to tap in to our unlimited potential. So what's getting in the way? So if you're not experiencing peace in your life, you could be, this is how I've seen it and experienced it in my life and in my client's life. When someone's asleep or stuck in, I call it below the line, there's a tendency to feel like you don't belong, like you've been incarnated onto the wrong planet. Like, what am I doing here? I don't belong. I don't fit in. And that kind of unease, that kind of agitation is a sign. It's a sign, and it also doesn't allow you to have access to your prana, your energy, the life force energy that moves through you. So it's blocked in the body, in the physical body, and in the spiritual bodies, in the subtle dimensions. I'm referring to the root chakra. If this root chakra is blocked by fear, by unease, by agitation, by a sense of not belonging, not trusting life, we pinch off the flow of abundance. This is very earthy, this is very physical. So if you're experiencing any disease in the body or financial lack, there's a possibility that you're not allowing the energy of life to fuel you by your thinking, by your belief that you're not supposed to be here, that you're not sure if this is the right life for you. You're not sure if you don't have trust in the abundant nature of the universe. You're not allowing the divine and natural abundant flow of things to happen. Why? Because you're blocking it with your mind. You're thinking about what's wrong. I'm not supposed to be here. Something's not right. If only things were different. I need to have something different in my life, in my experience. People need to accept me more fully, or whatever story or script that you have cycling through your mind that has you believing that you're not worthy, you're not supposed to be here, you're not in the right situation, and you have those if-onlys. This obstructs your potential for peace, for a sense of aliveness and vitality and a healthy, strong body, for prosperity to flow in your life. So you do work on the subtle energy level for embracing that health, that potency, that vitality, that aliveness. You do it in meditation. You do it by going for a walk. You do it by writing out a gratitude list, for writing down the reasons that you love being alive, that you love being in this life. Imagine if you weren't in your family, in your life, you couldn't bring all of the things that you bring to the world through your very being. Just you being here, just you being alive is the answer to somebody's prayer. I know that about you. I know that about me. I know that about all of us. We all make a huge difference in this beautiful cosmic soup, in the dance of humanity. We all are precious pieces in the puzzle. We all belong, we all fit, we're all supposed to be here. So there's an unlimited amount of peace that comes through when you have this great sense of, I'm here, I belong. There's untapped possibilities and potentialities within us when we have a sense of being in tune with everything in the world that we do, all the ways that we interact in the world. When we're doing things that we enjoy doing, we then open up invisible doorways for more of that to happen. So underneath our feelings of discontent and criticism and unhappiness with our lives and other people, and any guilt that we might have around what we do or what we don't do or what we didn't do or what we should have done. Now, again, this is very earthy and physical. I'm talking about the sacral chakra here. If there's any blocked energy here around guilt about what you've done or haven't done, we simply watch our thinking about this. We watch our thinking about this, and we move back into alignment that there's a deep well within this discontent. There's a seed of contentment that is seeking to come forth in your life. You know this. Our ego mind has the unfortunate attraction to looking at what's wrong. but there's something greater within you that only sees what's right. That's what I'm talking about. I've been working with someone recently, and they've got this great addiction to looking at what's wrong and focusing on that. And the story keeps coming back to what's wrong, keeps coming back to feeling guilty, keeps coming back to pointing fingers, keeps coming. And there's a stop. We stop, we feel what we're feeling. Oh, here it comes again, discontent. And we just take a moment to plumb the depths of that discontent and find the seed of contentment. Maybe you write a list of the things that you are content about. And slowly but surely, and maybe really quickly, we start to cultivate a mental atmosphere that is a vibratory match to everything in our lives that we do that brings us joy. It's an inside-out job. We have to build the consciousness for what we're becoming. And when we're dipped down below the line, we're attracting more of what we don't want, more things to be discontent about. There's absolutely untapped possibilities and potentialities within you, within every point in your life that you could say that's a negative trait here. This is a shadow. This is a fear. And you can dig into that. You stop, you feel what you're feeling, you dig in there to find the seed of the gift or the light that wants to come out by means of you. Underneath all of that self-judgment, all of any shame, feeling ashamed about who you are at the very core. By the way, shame is just a human construct. It's a phantom. It doesn't exist. It's born out of the conditioned mind. And so we can absolutely do away with that phantom, get rid of that false construct by moving beyond shame. Shame is how we feel about ourselves. And what I know about you is you are a beloved child of God. You are a beloved, precious child of the universe, one of a kind. You are incarnated here onto this planet to bring forth your unique beauty and radiance, your luminescence. That's why you're here. And I'm talking about the solar plexus here, when you have a self-realization, when you realize you are God, you are omniscience, you are omnipresence, you realize your power, your strength, your beauty, and you craft a human persona that reflects the heaven that you are on the inside, the God that you are on the inside, your true radiance and magnificence. I hope that you're there at the Big Sky Retreat, because I'm going to be sharing this amazing activation there to activate this light. So anyway, I digress. Not really. Always here at the Growing Edge. So within you, there is the possibility, there is the potential for you to give birth to this true self. And so when we give birth to this true self, we move into the heart space, the heart chakra. This is the bridge between the upper three and the lower three chakras. And when we're awake to who we are, when we know who we are in truth, what we are in truth, and how we serve by the very substance of our life, by the very doing and beingness, our own being and becoming, we bridge the gap, we open the portal, we start manifesting at a quicker speed. We're a vibrational match to the harmony and the love and the beauty that we want to see in the world. And we access a dimension of love and acceptance, and the fragrance of compassion is released into the world, and we fly high. We tap our potential. We tap our ability to use our voice, to connect with our truth, to bring forth our unique piece into the world, to unite the world, to bring about a global shift in consciousness. When we're awake to our untapped potential, when we're fully tuned in, we're intuitive, we're creative, we experience joy, we experience, even in the darkest moments, we can see the bigger picture. We have perspective. We have constant, continuous access to our authentic power, and it feels good. It feels like we're here on purpose, and life is meaningful, life is beautiful, and we've tapped our potential. So when you dip down, when you fall into that place of pain and struggle and suffering, know it's within your reach, it's within your grasp to dig in and allow that energy to flow through you, balancing and harmonizing your body, your physical body, your subtle bodies. Really, at the end of the day, it's about allowing your mind to take a break from being the authority, allowing the mind to sink down into the heart and to become a heart-centered authority in your life. That's what it's all about. That's the way you'll tap your untapped hidden potential. So namaste, peace and blessings. Thank you. I'm going to do an activation in a moment. If you'd like to contribute financially to this ministry, you can go to Venmo at Satya Center. And thank you ahead of time for your support. It means the world to us here. So let's tune in. Let's just feel this amazing energy that we have that has awoken inside of us. We are now awake to our potential, to our peace, to our joy, to our power, to our love, our compassion, our creativity, our divine wisdom and knowing, and we just let it go. We let it go and we just imagine a beautiful waterfall of truth, of light, of crystalline energy flooding and flowing like a fountain over us, washing away any fear, any guilt, any shame, any doubt, any criticism, any heartache, any lies, any confusion, any attachments, and we simply let go and let God. In this moment, we let go and let God. We trust and know that the universe has our back, that we are loved, loving, lovable, that we are supported every step of the way. And let's send out light right now to the world, to all beings without exception. May we all feel strong and safe. May we all be happy and healthy. And may we all live and love with ease now and always in all ways. I know this to be true. I know my word has power. And I know and accept that we accept collectively this healing, this prayer, this truth. We take it on, we tap in and we say, yes, thank you. More please, even better. Thank you, life. Thank you. Thank you. And so it is. Mwah. Peace and blessings. I love you. And don't hesitate to call us if you need some support or help in whatever's happening, whatever you're going through in your life. We care. Mwah. Namaste.